This video is designed to assist teachers in setting up their team's gradebook at the beginning of the school year. To set your gradebook up, you first need to go to the Maintain Teacher Gradebook category on your home screen, and it will take you to this screen here. Now, the first thing we need to do is select the course that you wish to work on by clicking on this drop-down menu. Okay, you select the course that you're going to work on. Now, this area up here is designed for you to set up the way your gradebook wants to look, or the way you want it to look in your gradebook. Some of the options that you have are to put in an average decimal. This will put in the, if you are interested in 2 decimal place accuracy of your averages, you can do that. You also have the option of having your assignments shown vertically or horizontally. I suggest that you do them vertically, so then that way you can take up less space as you scroll across. Your display filter, most teachers will choose this last one here, due date ordered entered. It looks the most like a regular grade book. And then also where it says hide columns, I suggest that you hide school, since you know which school you're at. These options can be changed on any course at any time. They do not affect the grades. So if you do find out that you don't like these settings when you look at your grade book, then you can always come back in here, change them, and then always make sure you click on Save Options. Okay, and so this class is set for the grade book to look the way I have it set up here. And then I would again go to my drop-down menu, choose another course, and set those up. Now, once you are in the course and you have that set up, the next thing you need to have is your gradebook categories. It's very important that you remember that the way the team's gradebook is set up, it's set up by category first, then you put in your assignments, and then you put in your grades. It's very important to remember that, because once you set up your categories, it is very difficult, and you put assignments in that category and you put grades in that category, it's very difficult to remove them. So you must make sure that you set this category area up correctly. If you're a teacher that likes to grade everything the same, quizzes, tests, homework, everything's graded the same, then I would suggest strongly that you use one category and call it assignments. So if you do that, you just come down here to category name, type in assignments, and click on add, and you will see that category pop up here. Right here where it says weight, we've gone ahead and put that as 100, and basically what will happen is we'll average all your assignments. You have one category, it will all be averaged the same, no matter what kind it is. And this is also important because nobody ever really sees the categories. When you show assignments and stuff, you will be able to give the assignments names, so you won't see the actual category. So what you name it is just, it doesn't really make much difference. Also over here under scale value, you want to make sure that your scale value is 100. Okay, I would not mess with anything else in this category. Keep it very, very simple. Now, if you wish to if you are a teacher who likes to weigh things differently in your categories, let's say you want homework and a quiz, those different assignments, you can also add multiple categories. So if this one I want to say, for instance, make it test, I can add test. But now, in this weighted category here, I have to make sure, I can't keep this as 100 and this is 0. I have to make sure that the weights add up to 100. This is very, very important. Weights add up to 100. So now I have to change this, so that way I may want to make my assignments 30 and my test 70. Okay, but notice they add up to 100. So you can have as many categories over here as you want, but you've got to make sure that they add up to 100 in the weight category. And remember, the scale value has to be 100. Okay, so again, you can set up multiple categories if you wish. If you wish to keep it simple, as you always want to do with teams, I would suggest one category, 100%, and then that way everything weighs 100. But that is up to you. Now, once you have your categories set up, then you can come over here and copy the categories to different classes if you wish. Okay, You can click on Copy Categories, and then you can come over here, choose which courses you want to copy the categories to. You can copy them all if you want to, or you can simply choose which ones you want to select, and then you come down here and click on Copy, and then that way you don't have to keep copying or keep setting up your gradebook all the time. But that only works if you are using the same gradebook or category setup. Now, once you have set up your categories in a class, now you're able to create assignments. And once you do create an assignment, you just simply click on Add. Then you come over here and choose a category. If you have more than one category, you can choose the category. Then over here, you give the assignment a name. Now, it's very important that each assignment that you give have its own unique name. You can't call 3 of them homework. It won't allow you to do that. So you're going to have something like homework 1, homework 2, and so on. Also, you can set up an assignment date and a due date. If you do that, make sure that your assigned date and due dates are between these 2 dates here. For this grading period, it's August 13th to October 12th. If you set up your due date beyond that, then it won't show up in your gradebook. Also, do not mess with numeric grades. Scale value should automatically be set at 100. Maximum value, this is an area where you can actually change this. If you anticipate on this assignment that you are going to be giving extra credit, say 5 points or something like that, then you would need to come in here and change your maximum grade here to 105. If you do not do that ahead of time, then it will not allow you to give them grades higher than 100. The rest of this stuff, just leave it the same. Don't mess with it. And again, you can add as many assignments as you want. Also keep in mind that, again, once you add assignments, then and you put grades in those assignments, then you cannot delete the assignment. Okay, once you got grades in that assignment. Okay, so next you can also copy the assignments if you wish. You can click on Copy here and then copy the assignment to whichever other courses you want. So you can copy assignments and categories. Now, once you've done that, let's go ahead and go back out to our gradebook here and go into the actual gradebook here, and I will choose the course that I was working on, which I think was this one. And when you go in there, you're going to see the gradebook setup, which again you can change anytime you want. So right here you see in the grade category here, I have my homework here. That's my vertical homework. You see that the category is assignment. And then here you can simply come in here and click and put whatever student grades are in there. Now you can also use this all feature here. You can, if let's say your students did a really good job and everybody got 100, then you can click. You can put the grade in here as 100. Hit enter, and then it will fill in all the grades. And you can then go in and change grades. So if not everybody got the 100, and say someone got an 85 instead of 100, you can put that in here, and you'll see that you'll have a running average here for the classes. Okay, so that is your gradebook setup. That's the basic setup. Keep repeating, and once you've got your category set up, you can put in as many assignments as you want. If you have any questions, please contact your instructional technology specialist. Thank you.